yours, welcome. My name's Kat. Welcome to this YouTube channel and welcome to the 4th class of Beginners Module B. So for all of you who've been following this, congratulations. You can see that it's become deeper, more intense than Module A, a little bit longer too. And we've been introducing a lot of awareness around the breath, particularly in the last class. So there's a lot of information going on because we're still working with physicality, alignments, adjustments, and bringing breath awareness in. If you're feeling a little overwhelmed, don't worry, it's normal, it's part of the process. All of that is going to calm down as we settle into this new rhythm. And in today's class, following the structure that you now know well, we'll be introducing full Paripurna Navasana. And I'm also going to be talking a lot about length and broadness. So often when we think of stretching and flexibility in general, we think of length, right? And we really need to add in this horizontal action, broadness, that helps us to penetrate, to exist deeper within ourselves. So we're going to be looking at that a lot today. I'll be reminding you and just becoming more clear in our practice about what that would mean to incorporate length and broadness. Okay, so gathering all of your yoga kit, hit pause if you need to, and let's come and meet on the mat in Vajrasana. Widening the sit bones apart, creating a broad base from which the spine can have alertness, that it can be firm and unwavering, that steadiness coming through. Rolling those front shoulders back, softening the forehead, softening the jaw, and gently closing the eyelids over the eyeballs. Feeling the eyeballs begin to recede backwards to the back of the skull. Finding a long, soft, deep inhalation and a long, soft, deep exhalation. Keeping the thighs pressing down towards the thigh bones. Keeping the sternum plate broadening. The front shoulders rolling back. And as we breathe, coming back to the face, keep relaxing the senses of perception, the eyes, the ears, the mouth. Becoming more humble, moving within. Long, deep inhalation, long, deep exhalation. Folding the palms together at the front of the chest, relaxing the face, the cheeks, drawing the ears in towards each other, and opening our practice together with one whole. Inhaling. And exhaling, releasing the hands. Gently lifting the head and opening the eyes. Coming forward now to Yoga Mudrasana in Vajrasana. Going first with the idea of length. So how do we keep the front body long? We lift these front ribs up. And then going with the idea of broadness, of horizontalness. So we pull the ribs to the side. 2 actions, up and to the side. And then coming forward. And stretching the arms. And exhaling the head down. Yoga Mudrasana. Smooth, soft inhalations and smooth, soft exhalations. Walking the right hand forward, walking the left hand forward. Feeling the right arm get longer, feeling the left arm get longer. Feeling the right waist get longer, feeling the left waist get longer. And now broadening the shoulders, the right shoulder to the right without losing length. The left shoulder to the left without losing length. And feeling that broadness travel down the back, the muscles broadening to the right, to the left. The back of the neck broadening, the back of the skull broadening. Soft, deep inhalation and soft, deep exhalation. And now coming up onto our hands and knees, widening the fingers, the palms apart, getting that broadness. Turning the toes under and finding our first Adho Mukha Svanasana downward dog. Keep looking at the hands, looking at the arms, checking for the broadness in the hands, the length in the arms, the broadness in the shoulders. And slowly begin to straighten the legs, keeping the heels lifted. With the heels lifted, we can relift the sit bones to the sky. Look at the length that's coming to the back of the legs, feel that. Stretch the arms again, stretch the legs, and then slowly lowering the head down. And with an exhale, pacifying the entire face. But keeping the eyes open, pushing the shins back, pushing the front thighs back. Keep feeling the length that's coming to the back of the thighs. Draw an invisible line, like the line in the back of a stocking, running down the backs of the legs, from the buttocks to each heel. Go with that length. And now begin to go with broadening that line. So not just lengthening, but broadening the backs of the legs as well. Soft, deep inhalation, soft, deep exhalation. And then walking the feet forward, hanging Uttanasana. Turning the toes in, the heels out. Just feel the inner arches of your feet so you can better lift them. Feel the inner ankles so you can better lift them. Widen the sit bones apart so you can better spread them. And then drop the head down and hold on to the elbows. Allow the head to hang completely with gravity. Looking for any areas of the neck that are still holding on, release them. Having a soft, smooth inhale and soft, smooth exhale. Feeling your feet. Are you pressing into one foot more than the other? Can you even out the pressingness of the feet into the ground? And as you press down, can you feel both inner arches lifting to the inner knees? The inner knees lifting to the inner groins. Feel the length of the legs and feel the length of the trunk as it's hanging down with gravity. And now feel the broadness of the backs of the legs, lengthening and broadening. And similarly, feel the broadness in the trunk, in the back, replicating the shape of the elbows, broadening. Soft, deep inhalation and soft, deep exhalation. And then slowly, gently releasing the hands and making our way back up. Keeping the face quiet, the brain quiet, and stepping the feet together. Tadasana. Smooth, soft inhalation. Smooth, soft exhalation. The legs firm, the eyes quiet. Simplified Vrikshasana. Bring the arms in front. Interlock the fingers. Turn the palms out. Sharpen the elbows. Pushing through the feet. The heels firm. Inhale and lift the arms up. Looking for the length and looking to see where you're distorting the length. Is the buttock poking out too much? Is the lumbar catching? What can you do to adjust to be more in line with that length? Pushing up through the heels of the hands. And now feel the broadness of the back. Feel the broadness of the shoulders. The softness of the face. Long, deep inhalation. Long, deep exhalation. And then exhaling, bring the arms halfway down. Releasing, changing the interlock, turning the palms out, lengthening the arms, sharpening the joints, pushing through the feet in order to lift up, simplified Vrikshasana. Long, smooth inhalation, long, smooth exhalation. Feeling our feet, sharpening the knees, gripping the legs. Tailbone moving down and forward. Arms lengthening, stretching the waist from there. Feel that length coming to the armpits. And now at the same time, try to make broadness in the armpits, length and broadness in the back muscles. The eyes receding backwards, long, smooth inhale, and long, smooth exhale. And exhaling, coming down, and releasing to Tadasana. Neutralize, breathe, and then turning to face the long edge of the mat. Coming back to Tadasana, the collarbones long, the sternum lifted, Uttita Trikonasana, and jumping, widening as needed, turning to the right, remembering all the adjustments that we've been looking at for weeks here, lifting the sternum, inhale, feeling the broadness here through the arms, through the legs, and exhale, reaching. Keep the broadness, the arms extended, broadening the trunk, broadening and stretching the skin of the sternum as we come down. Long, smooth inhalation. Long, smooth exhalation. Don't let the body become passive. Travel to the outside edge of the back foot. Squeeze the back inner knee. Push the front thigh of the back leg back. Then grip that front thigh up, roll it open. Press the front buttock bone forward as we turn and twist. Broaden the arms apart. Feel that broadness in the sternum plate coming. And pacify the face. Inhaling up and turning to the left-hand side. Moving smoothly, observing, penetrating, being everywhere. Widen the legs, widen the arms, feel the broadness. Inhale and exhale, reaching to the left. Keep going with the idea of broadness and length. Coming down, placing the hand where it lands. Finding Trikonasana. Smooth inhalation. Smooth exhalation. Find again the outside edge of the back foot. Squeeze the back inner knee. Push the front thigh of the back leg back. Grip the front thigh up. Move the front buttock bone forward. Turning and twisting. Broadening through the arms. Feeling the sternum broaden. Pacifying the face. Smooth inhalation. Smooth exhalation. Inhaling up. Exhaling, turning the feet in. Inhaling, re-broadening, lifting the sternum. And exhale, jumping the feet together. Tadasana. Repacify the face. Relax the tongue. As you inhale, find that length. Bring more life to the sternum. As you exhale, broaden and melt the tension of the back down the back body. Virabhadrasana 2. Preparing. And jumping. Nice wide stance. Turning to the right first. Adjusting. Rolling the thighs open. Gripping. Inhale, lift open the sternum. Exhale, broaden the arms. Inhale with that broadness. Exhale, begin to make a square. Check the inner knee. Check the action of the back leg. Stretch the arms apart, keeping the back body alert. Soft inhalation. Soft exhalation. But the body sharp and vibrant. Yet the face relaxed. Soft inhalation, lengthen the front spine. Soft exhalation, stretch the arms apart. Length and broadness everywhere. And 2. And 1. Inhaling up, broadness. Exhaling to the middle. Broadness. Inhaling. And on the next exhale, turning to the left-hand side. Keep widening the legs, rolling them open, gripping them up. Inhale, lift and lengthen the front spine. Exhale, stretch the arms apart. Inhale. And exhale, begin to bend that front leg. Sharp as a knife, coming down into the pose, and yet face soft. Feeling, adjusting, connecting. Checking the integrity of the back leg, of the front inner knee. With the inhale, lengthen the front spine. With the exhale, find that broadness. Inhaling, exhaling, making each part of the breath mean something. And 2, and 1. Inhaling up, exhaling, turn the feet in. Turn the heels in, the toes in, and jump the feet together. Tadasana. Deep inhalation, deep exhalation. Pacify the face. Roll the shoulders back. Feel your length with each inhale. Feel your broadness with each exhale. Paripurna. If you need a block, go ahead and grab a block and have one on each side of the mat. If not, starting straight from here. Preparing and jumping. Going to the right first. Adjusting, lining the heel up in the right place. Gripping the legs. Stretching the arms apart. Inhale, lift the sternum. Exhale, begin to make that square. Keep the back arm alert, the back leg alert. Coming down to stage 1. Soft inhalation, soft exhalation. Check the integrity of the back leg. Check the integrity of the front buttock bone. Is it poking out? Push it forward more to turn and twist. And now turn the top arm, spiral it from the root of the arm, and extend the arm diagonally over. Deep inhalation, deep exhalation. Finding the length first, stretching the hand away from the outside edge of the back foot. Keep lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. And now finding the broadness. How do we broaden the back muscles? How do we broaden the chest open? And now finding the twistingness. And 3, and 2. Open the chest to the sky. And 1. Inhaling up. Broadening. And exhaling and turning to the left. Connect with the legs. Connect with alignment. Connect with integrity. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, begin to make a square. Keep the back arm and the back leg alert. Coming down to Paripurna stage 1. Long inhalation, long exhalation, evening out, pacifying the face. Connect with the back leg, lifting the inner arch, the inner ankle, squeezing the back inner knee. Check the alignment of the front buttock. Make sure it's coming forward to help you to turn and twist and open. Now turning that top arm from the root of the arm and then extending the arm over. Paripurna. Soft, smooth inhale. Soft, smooth exhale. Re-relax the face. Re-travel through the body, adjusting, aligning, connecting, making that which needs to be more vibrant, vibrant. Finding that length, going with the length in opposite directions. Then finding the broadness. And now finding the twistingness. And 1. Inhaling up. Turning the feet in. Broadness. Lift the sternum. And jumping the feet together. Tadasana. Relax the front foot. Relax the face. Deep inhalation. Deep exhalation. Virabhadrasana 1. Preparing to jump. Heels firm. And jumping, keeping the face quiet, checking the feet, lifting the inner arches, gripping the legs, opening the sternum, rolling the shoulders back. Feel that new length coming through the arms as we inhale and lift the arms. Go with the idea of more length than you thought possible. Your fingertips tied to the ceiling and someone pulling the cord up, lengthening you, going with that length. Keep lengthening and now turning to the right. Keep the lengthening process. Re-lengthening. Feel the skin of the armpits lengthening. Relax the face, let it recede back. Grip the legs. Adjust the tailbone by moving it forward and use the arms to re-lengthen the front body, to re-lengthen the front waists. Soft, smooth inhalation. And with the exhale, begin to bend the front leg, but go with the idea of lengthening through the arms, through the trunk. Not losing that lengthening, that liftingness, that alertness to liftingness. Squeeze the back of your knee. Densify through the legs. Connect with earth through the legs. Now adjust the tailbone, moving it forward, and let that length come up the front body. The inner organs lifting, everything lengthening. And now broaden the side ribs as you lengthen. Feel the shoulders move away from the ears, broadness in the shoulders, and relax the face backwards. And 2. And 1. Inhaling back up, recreating intensity of the lengthening process. Turning back through the middle, checking the feet, and turning to the left-hand side. Lengthening this the whole time. Nothing is dropping. When it's dropping, lift it up again. Re-relax the throat. Stabilize. Smooth inhalation, smooth exhalation. Re-lift. Move your tailbones forward. Use the arms to lift the pubic bone up, to lift the organs up, to lift upwards. More and more lengtheningness and liftingness. Front face relaxed. Inhale and exhale. Sharply begin to bend the knee. Grounding to the earth through the legs, but lifting upwards and length through the arms and the trunk. Soft, smooth inhalation. Soft, smooth exhalation. Sharpen the legs, grip. Find more and more density, press down. And from that, find lightness to lift up. Feel the skin of the armpit stretching. And now broaden the back muscles. Move the right shoulder to the right, the left to the left. Broaden the shoulders. And lengthen at the same time and pacify the face. 3 and 2 and 1. Inhaling up. Re-lengthen. Turn back through the middle. Check the feet. Re-lengthen. And now adding in that broadness, that horizontal expansion as we take the arms out to the side. And jump the feet together. Deep inhalation. Deep exhalation. And releasing. Coming for our reset. And we're actually going to do our simplified Paripurna within our reset Uttanasana downward dog sequence today. So placing the short edge of the mat. Toes in, heels out. Grip the legs up. Roll the thighs in. Widen the buttocks apart. Tailbone forward as we lift the arms up, holding onto the elbows, get length, and then exhaling down. Relax the head, the neck completely. Visualize the brain itself becoming quiet and moving away from the inner edges of the skull. Keep the breath smooth and melodious. The face completely passive. The legs gripping up. The inner groins wide. The anal mouth open. And now placing the hands on the mat, spreading the fingers even more widely apart and stepping the feet back, finding Adho Mukha Svanasana. Check the integrity of the elbows. Turn the inner elbows forward, which helps to roll the shoulders open. Check the integrity of the legs. Squeeze the knees. And now begin to push yourself back, 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 and finally releasing the head down so the cervical spine is long. Have a soft, smooth inhalation. A soft, smooth exhalation. Lift the heels up high and find the line underneath the buttocks and lift that line up to the sky. Relax the neck and head. Soft, smooth inhalation. Soft, smooth exhalation. And now press the heels down into the mat, walking them forward if needed. Lift the toes up and find the line underneath the buttocks and try to lift that up again so it's harder when the heels are down. How do we get there?
Explore, dig, lift the line underneath the buttocks up, relax the head, soft inhalation and soft exhalation. Bring the feet a little bit closer together. Turn that left foot out just a little bit and step the right leg forward, finding simplified Paripurna. Stage 1, fingertips to the floor or to blocks. Turn the hips more and more and pull this right hip back and up. Dig the back ribs in, try to move the sternum plate forward. Soft, deep inhalation, soft, deep exhalation. Keep the legs gripped, keep the length that you've established in the front spine as we exhale forward to stage 2. Soft, deep inhalation, soft, deep exhalation. You can see the legs. Don't let the breath make the body passive, make the awareness passive. Keeping the brain quiet, but the body alert. Different types of intelligence. Keep rolling that back thigh in. Push the front thigh back. Feel the weight of the pose moving back. Grip the front thigh up. Now broaden the shoulders and quieten the brain. Soft, deep inhalation. Soft, deep exhalation. And now bringing the fingertips back, preparing to step back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Spread the fingers widely and find Adho Mukha Svanasana. Heels lifted, the line underneath the buttocks lifted, the neck long, the brain quiet. Soft, deep inhalation. Soft, deep exhalation. And now pressing the heels down, lifting the toes, pushing the front thighs back, and re-lifting the line underneath the buttocks. Then lengthening the neck, letting the brain be quiet, the skull be soft. Soft, deep inhalation and soft, deep exhalation. Now turning the right foot open just a little bit and stepping the left leg forward, simplified Paripurna. Stage 1. Gripping the legs, turning the hips. Try to dig the back ribs in. To look for length from the pubic bone through the belly button. From the belly button through the solar plexus. From the solar plexus to the sternum plate. More length there in the front body. Pressing the back ribs in. And keeping that length coming now into stage 2 of simplified Paripurna. Walking the fingertips forward. Soft, smooth inhalation. Soft, smooth exhalation. Keep the length. Look at the legs with the eyes and re-engage them fully. Don't allow them to fold, to get sleepy or passive. Roll that back thigh and push it back. Feel the weight of the pose moving back continually. Grip the front thigh up. Broaden the shoulders. Relax the back of the neck. Quieten the brain. And now preparing to come back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Placing the palms, spread the fingers even more widely apart. And stepping back. Finding Adho Mukha Svanasana. Spread the toes apart. Lift the heels higher. Lift the buttocks higher. Lengthen the back of the neck. Soft, smooth inhalation. Soft, smooth exhalation. And now walking the feet forward, turning the toes in, the heels out. With your fingers just giving sensation to the inner arches, the inner ankles. Sensation to the sit bones as we widen them apart and changing the cross of the elbows and dropping the head down, hanging Uttanasana. Having a soft, smooth inhale and a soft, smooth exhale. Release the tension in the areas where we don't want tension. The face, the senses of perception, the neck, the shoulders. Keep pressing down with evenness and firmness into the feet, into the heels. Keep gripping the legs up. And then gently releasing the hands, allowing the knees to bend, and slowly making our way back up. And coming to stand in Tadasana. Being with the breath, with the pacification of the face, the alertness of the body, and the quietness of the brain. And now coming to face again, the long edge of the mat, preparing for Parivrita Trikonasana. So if you like blocks or even a chair, because the block is still too low, take whatever you need.
just working with the vehicles that we have. Paripurna is always a bit of a tricky pose, so don't let yourselves get frustrated by it. All flowers bloom at different times, and this pose will bloom when it's ready to bloom. Preparing to jump. Connect with your broadness again. And then with the inhale, reconnect with the length. Preparing to turn to the right. Inhale, length, reaching up with that top arm. Exhale, length, pulling the right hip back and coming down. The forearm and the shin connecting. Long, soft inhalation as we lengthen. Long, soft exhalation as we twist, pulling the right hip back as we twist. On the next exhale, rolling the elbow back, keeping the legs gripped. On the next exhale, rolling the shoulder back, keeping the face soft. And when we're ready, stretching that arm up to the sky. Paripurna Navasana. Long, smooth inhalation. Long, smooth exhalation. Look for the length first, especially the length of the front spine. How can we lengthen more? What about the length of the legs? And now begin to look for the broadness. How can we broaden at the same time the backs of the legs? How can we broaden the back? How can we broaden the sternum plate whilst keeping the face passive? Long, smooth inhalation. Long, smooth exhalation. And preparing to come up. Right hand back to the right outer hip with the inhale, lengthening upwards. Feeling the lift of the sternum plate. And exhale, broadening, finding our central position. Hands on the hips, elbows back. Inhale, lengthen, open the sternum plate again. Exhale, release the shoulders, relax the face, and re-stretch the arms. Coming to the left. Inhale, leading with that liftingness, that lengtheningness. Left hand on the left outer hip. Exhale, lengthening forward, lengthening the legs, pulling the left outer hip back as we come down and find our starting point. Long, smooth inhalation. Long, smooth exhalation, pulling that left hip back. And then on the next exhale, rolling that left elbow back. Stabilizing the legs, relaxing the face. On the next exhale, rolling the shoulder back. And then when we feel ready, stretching the arm to the sky, finding Paripurna Navasana. Long, smooth inhalation, long, smooth exhalation. Keep gripping the legs. Looking for the length in the front body, lengthen the spine, lengthen the legs, exploring length, lengthen the arms. And then looking for the broadness. How do we bring broadness to the backs of the legs with the length? How do we bring broadness to the back ribs? Broadness to the arms, broadness to the sternum plate. Long, smooth inhalation, long, smooth exhalation. Relax the ears, the eyes, relax the lips. And then bringing that hand back to the outer hip, preparing to come out. Using the inhale to lift up, to find length, reaching. Using the exhale to broaden again, and then jumping the feet together. Tadasana. Long, smooth inhalation, shoulders back. Long, smooth exhalation. Front throat soft and face relaxed. Okay, coming to some shoulder openers. Standing Gomukhasana. So left arm behind, right arm lifting. Joining the hands behind the back. Long, smooth inhalation. Long, pacifying exhalation. Keep trying to lift that right elbow tip up and back.
Feeling the feet, legs steady, sternum opening. And then releasing. Talasana. Gomukasana on the other side. So lifting the right arm up. And then the left arm. Being fully present in the four wheels of each foot. The legs firm. The line from the pubic bone to the sternum lifting. Lift this left elbow tip up and back. Long, smooth inhalation. Long, smooth exhalation. Let the lower jaw hang from the top jaw. Let the tongue rest in the lower palate. And exhale. And releasing. Paripurna, full pose. Preparing and jumping. Widening. Broadening. Bring the hands behind in an inverted namaskar. Broaden the elbows to the side and roll them back. Inhale, lengthen the front spine. Exhale, turning to the right. Long, smooth inhalation. Long, pacifying exhalation. Inhale into the sternum, lift it, broaden it. Exhale, release the face backwards. Inhale and exhale. Go with that long line you've created in the front body. Grip the legs, bolt the outer hips together as you come down. The face neutral, the brain quiet. Long, smooth inhalation. Long, smooth exhalation. Relax the back of the skull. Keep the back heel firm. Squeeze the back inner knee and roll that back thigh in to help turn the hips more and more. Lift the elbows. Roll the front shoulders back. Long, smooth inhalation. Long, smooth exhalation. Pressing into the back heel. Inhale and lift up. And look for length again. Lengthen the front spine. Broadness through the elbows. Turning through the middle. Checking the feet as we turn. Adjusting, correcting. And to the left hand side. Long, smooth inhalation. Squeeze the back inner knee. Long, smooth exhalation. As we inhale, lengthen the front spine. As we exhale, broaden the elbows to the side. Inhale. And with that shape that we've created, exhaling forward. Keep gripping the legs, rolling the back thigh in, bolting the outer hips towards each other. And then finally lengthening the back of the neck, the cervical spine, and quietening the brain. Long, smooth inhalation. Long, smooth exhalation. Keep lifting the elbows, rolling the front shoulders back, squeezing the back inner knee. Long, smooth inhalation. Long, smooth exhalation. Soften the eyeballs. Draw the ears in towards each other. And now pressing into the back heel. Inhaling up. Bring length again. Length to the front body. Broadness through the elbows. Turn back to the front. Checking the feet. And exhale. And releasing hands to the hips. Keep the elbows moving back. Keep the hips moving forward. Grip the legs. Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale for the length. Exhale, the shoulders broadening. Inhale. And exhale, coming down, leading with this length. Fingertips to the floor. Stage one of the pose. Inhale, looking up, pressing the back ribs in. Make sure you're lifting the inner ankles, the inner arches, pushing into the outside edges of the feet, and feel how the broadness of the legs is helping the sit bones to broaden. And we want to lengthen from the pubic bone to the sternum. And then exhale, coming down. Prasalita Paruttanasana. Soft, smooth inhalation. Soft, smooth exhalation. Lift the trapezius muscles up. Let the head and the brain hang more freely. Grip the legs. Long, smooth inhalation. Long, smooth exhalation. Relax the temples. Keep gripping the legs up and rolling the thighs in to re-widen the sit bones to get that broadness between the sit bones, that broadness to the anal mouth. Long, smooth inhalation. Long, smooth exhalation. And then keeping the hands where they are. Inhaling up, lengthening the front spine, broadening the buttocks. Hands to the hips, elbows back, chest open. Turn the heels in, the toes in. And then jump or step the feet together. Tadasana. Deep inhalation. Deep exhalation. Turning to face the short edge of the mat. We're going to come to an Uttanasana with our fingertips on the floor by the sides of the feet. Turn the toes in, the heels out a little bit. Inhale the arms up. Look for that length. And exhaling forward. And broaden the shoulders. Press down into the feet. Check the arches, check the inner ankles. Grip the knees and thighs upwards, not back, but upwards into the hip sockets. And broaden the buttocks behind. And now placing the hands on the mat and stepping back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Keep the heels lifted on this last one. Stretch the arms, stretch the legs, lift the sit bones, find the longest lines that you can. Go into that length. And now broaden the length as well. And feel the brain pacifying with that broadness. The broadness, the horizontalness brings the pacification. And 2. And 1. Exhale, releasing. Knees to the ground. And sitting back. Okay, Vajrasana now. So getting our 2 straps and our blanket. And let's continue to make our way through our practice with special attention to length and broadness. So we can see how the inhale really helps generate more sensitivity around length, and the exhale really helps to bring that sensitivity to broadness. So using that in order to crystallize that sensation. What does it mean in every cell of the body to become long and broad? Okay, here we go. Last strap over the ankles. Tightening up. And then the blanket to open up the backs of our knees. Widening the sit bones apart for broadness in the anal mouth. Rolling the shoulders back, the side ribs broadening, the front spine lengthening. Vajrasana. Draw the ears in towards each other and let the eyeballs recede to the back skull. Vajrasana in Vajrasana. Bring the arms in front, interlock the fingers, turn the palms out, sharpen those arms. And inhaling the arms up, looking for length first. With each inhale, get longer in both directions, both down and up. Watch for distortions in the spine. If it overarches,
Go with the idea of length everywhere, down and up. And now go with the idea of broadness. And how does that change things? Have a long, deep inhale. A long, deep exhale. Feel the difference of the breath when we add in broadness. And one. Coming down halfway and releasing. Changing the interlock of the fingers, turning the palms out. And lifting upwards, going with length. Getting taller in both directions, both down and up. Soft, deep inhale, exploring that length. And now bringing in broadness. With the inhale lengthening, with the exhale broadening. Even the face broadening, the right temples to the right, the left to the left. The right cheeks to the right, the left to the left. And 2. And 1. Exhaling down. And releasing. Coming forward for shoulder openers from Vajrasana. Bring the arms behind, interlock the fingers together and lift those arms up and over. Rolling the front shoulders back. Feel the length of the arms pulling up, and as the arms pull up with that length, they help roll the front shoulders back, which helps to broaden the sternum plate. You want to feel the skin in the center of the sternum plate being split in 2. The right going to the right, the left going to the left. Soft, smooth inhale. Soft, smooth exhale. And now bring the hands halfway down. Change the interlock of the fingers and re-lift the arms up. Roll the right shoulder to the right, roll the left shoulder to the left. Lift the arms up higher and get that length. And feel how the length is bringing broadness right to the center of the chest. Broaden the skin of the sternum plate. To the right, to the left. Soft, smooth inhale. Soft, smooth exhale. Soften the forehead. Soften the effort from the lips, from the tongue. And exhale and releasing. Rolling gently back up. Hands on these bottom ribs, the thoracic ribs right above the abdomen. We're lifting them up from the top of the abdomen with the inhale, and with the exhale we're moving them to the side so the abdominal cavity is lengthening and broadening with that action, and then exhaling forward, Yoga Uttasana. Soft, smooth inhalation, soft, smooth exhalation. Stretch the arms even further, really trying to reach forward and forward, walking them forward. Soft, smooth inhalation. And with the exhale, broaden the shoulders, broaden the skin at the back of the neck, broaden the muscles of the back. With each inhale, lengthen. With each exhale, broaden. With each inhale, reach, get longer. With each exhale, broaden and feel the brain broadening and pacifying, everything becoming quiet. Soft, smooth inhale and soft, smooth exhalation. And then gently bringing the hands back. And Vajrasana. Softening the throat, relaxing the bottom jaw, letting it hang from the top jaw. The tongue resting in the lower palate. And releasing. And it's now time for our Urdhva Prasarita Padasana cycles, 90-60-30s, 30-60-90s. So taking any equipment that you need, could be a blanket underneath the lower back. And let's come and meet lying down on our mats. First of all, starting in Supta Tadasana, bringing awareness to the back body, increasing our intelligence to know what our back body is doing, the right side of the back body, the left side of the back body, starting to create evenness there. And then preparing the arms, bringing the arms up, crossing the thumbs, and stretching the arms back. And here we have a long vertical stretch. Move the heels further and further away, press them down into the mat, stretch the arms. Long, smooth inhale, long, smooth exhale. Go with that idea of length.
Length everywhere, lengthening. And now bending the knees, bringing the feet off the floor, re-lengthen the arms to re-lengthen the trunk. And with the next exhale, push the legs up to 90 degrees. Feel the lower back pressing into the mat. Keep feeling the lengtheningness, but also broaden now the back body. And feel the right back body going to the right, the left to the left. Feel its presence pressing into the mat. Let that broadness come. Knit the abdominal fibers down. Sharpen the legs. And now release the cheeks, the grip on the ears, the grip on the eyes. And then bending the knees, re-stretching the arms for length. And with an exhale, pushing the legs diagonally away. Pressing the lower back to the ground. Broadening the base of the feet, lengthening the legs. Bolting the outer hips together, lengthening the arms, and broadening the back on the floor. And 3, and 2, relax the face completely. And 1, bending the knees, re-stretching the arms, re-relaxing the face, preparing, and with the next exhale, pushing the legs even lower to 30, press the lower back to the ground. Push out through the length of the legs, but broaden the balls of the feet. Stretch the arms, but broaden the back. And 3, and 2, and 1. Bending the knees, and feet to the floor. Relax the arms to the side, so diagonally away from you, to bring back broadness from any tension that had come on through the effort. Soft, smooth inhalation. Soft, smooth exhalation. Relax the eyeballs. Changing sides, coming through Supta Tadasana. Rolling the thighs in, the heels firm, the legs gripped. Bringing the arms up, changing the cross of the thumbs, and re-stretch the arms back, long vertical stretch, looking for that length. Long, smooth inhale, long, smooth exhale. What is the shape of the breath in that new length? Keep moving the heels further away from the buttocks, pressing them into the floor. Feel the armpit skin lengthening. And now, bending the knees, feet off the floor, lower back pressing firmly. Inhale, and with the next exhale, push the legs to 30 degrees. Squeeze the outer hips towards each other to help hold the legs. Suck the abdominal fibers down, press the lower back to the floor. Now lengthen the legs and broaden the balls of the feet. And 3, and 2, and 1. Bending the knees. Re-lengthen the arms. Look for that length. Now broaden the back. Inhale. And exhale. Push the legs diagonally away from you to 60 degrees. You can see your feet. Broaden the balls of the feet. You can see your legs. Sharpen the ankles and lengthen the legs. Press the lower back down. Now stretch the arms for length there. And try to puff the armpits so they're broad as well. And 2, keep puffing and broadening the armpits as you lengthen the arms. And 1, bending the knees. Re-lengthen your arms, re-relax the face. Inhale. And exhale to 90 degrees. Push as if there was a great weight on your feet. Create that density. Press the lower back down. Broaden the balls of the feet. Lengthen the legs. Feel the line running down the middle of the backs of the legs like a stocking that we talked about. Lengthen that line and then broaden that line. Feel the new integrity of the legs. Stretch the arms, relax the face. And 3, and 2, and 1. Bending the knees and feet to the floor. Arms to the side. Feel the side ribs spreading and melting as you relax. Soft, deep inhalation. Soft, deep exhalation. Relax the face, the ears. Quieten the brain. And now rolling over to the right, using the hands to push ourselves up, taking our blankets and coming for Dandasana. So folding the blanket this way in Dandasana. Sitting right on the edge of the blanket so that it can help us pull the buttocks back out to the side, the anal mouth broad. The legs are firm and gripped, the heels are firm. The legs are long, but the back of the legs is broad, as is the balls of the feet. Bring the fingertips onto the floor behind and begin to connect with that shape, where more and more we start to exist from the heart, from the sternum plate. With each breath, lengthening the front body, and with each exhale, rolling the shoulders back and broadening the skin of the sternum plate. Soft, smooth inhalation. Soft, smooth exhalation. Relax the jaw. And Urdhva Hastasana. Bring the arms in front, cross the thumbs together. And with the inhale, lengthen upwards. So look, it looks exactly like a 90 degrees that we just did on the floor. So imagine that you had the floor behind your back. Bring that body awareness of the back body to the pose. Press the front thighs to the bone. Lengthen the backs of the legs and broaden them. Now lengthen the arms, lengthen the trunk, and then broaden the back. Broaden the side ribs. And 2. And 1. Coming back down and refinding Dandasana. Feeling that shape. Long, smooth inhale. Long, smooth exhale. Making more and more that shape, feeling it reveal itself. Then bringing the arms in front, changing the cross of the thumbs, and with the inhalation, lengthening. Keep the sit bones sharp and spreading, pressing down, the anal mouth broad, but from that broad base, lengthen upwards. Now check that the backs of the legs still feel long and broad at the same time. Then re-lengthen the left waist, the right waist, the left arm, the right arm, and then broaden. Broaden the side ribs, feel the shoulders broaden. Keep stretching the arms up as you broaden. And 2. And 1. Exhaling the arms down and finding Dandasana. So each movement is purposeful and mindful. Soft, smooth inhalation. Relax the brain. Soft, smooth exhalation. And now coming forward, away from our blankets and moving them to the side, it's time for our Paripurna Navasanas. So starting from where we left off, Dandasana, the imprint is there. Connect with it, inhabit it, penetrate, be deep inside, feel. Bringing in the feet towards us as we move the hands back. Heels off the ground, chest open, and now arms straight and parallel, long, and then lifting the legs and pushing them to 60 degrees. Broaden the balls of the feet, charge the legs and push. Trapezius muscles down, shoulder blades pressing forward, now release the front face back. And 3, and 2, and 1. Coming down into Dandasana. Widen the sit bones apart again. Broaden the anal mouth. Soft, smooth inhalation. Place yourselves inside. Soft, smooth exhalation. Relax the ears. Preparing for our second one. As the feet come towards us, we move the hands back, diagonalizing the spine, feet off the floor, with stage 1. Then came the arms, holding our steadiness there, relax effort from the face neutral. And now with an exhale, push the legs to 60 degrees. Broaden the balls of the feet. Charge the legs. Lengthen through the arms. Roll the front shoulders back and broaden the skin of the sternum plate. And 3, relax the face. And 2, and 1. Arms back and coming down through Dandasana. Widen the sit bones apart each and every time, because they always love to close up and then our base becomes small and contracted. Broadness. Fingertips back. Lengthen the backs of the legs, heels firm. Roll the shoulders back, and as you inhale, lengthen the front spine. And as you exhale, broaden the skin of the sternum plate. Face passive. Smooth inhalation. Smooth exhalation. Coming to our third one. Preparing to lean back. Moving the hands back. Bending the knees, bringing the feet in. Heels off. Stage 1. Stage 2. Relax the face, the tongue. Stage 3, exhale, push. Broaden the balls of the feet. Lengthen the legs. Solidify the joints. Move the shoulders back and the shoulder blades pressing forward. Get length in the front spine and broadness in the sternum chest. And 3, and 2, and 1. Coming back and back through Dandasana. Widen the sit bones apart. Feel the tops of your thighs rolling in to help the action of the sit bones widening. Fingertips behind, bringing the hands close. And as you move the elbows back and the shoulders back, press the shoulder blades forward. Broaden the skin of the sternum plate. Draw the ears in towards each other. Feel the brain become even quieter. So there's vibrancy and yet passiveness. Soft, smooth inhalation. Soft, smooth exhalation. And exhale. And releasing. Well done. So we've got Paripurna Navasana now, full pose into our practice. So keep going with that. You want to try when you do your Paripurnas to not have the legs go too low, to lift them up around that level. And it is now time for Sarvangasana. So let's gather our blankets or straps, bolsters if we're using them, and meet back on the mat. Okay, so I've got my 5 blankets today, and I talked about this in last class, choosing the amount of blankets that's best going to support the system, and our strap for the shoulders, preparing the loop. There we go, and having that ready on the side. So as we progress in our journey of yoga, we'll see that yoga poses, the same pose can be done in many different ways, and each way has a slight different effect on the nerves, on the cells, on the brain, on the body. So as we become more attuned to that, we can start to navigate our practice, adjusting for the particular needs of that day. Okay, so we're all ready to lift up. Some of you may have a bolster under your hips here. And we are lifting the legs up and over and rolling the shoulders back. Then putting our hands through the strap so that the strap is just above the elbows, interlocking the fingers and rolling each shoulder back. Soften the front bridge. And now releasing the hands and we're placing the hands on the back, our entry point for Sarvangasana. Soft, smooth inhalation, soft, smooth exhalation. Coming through stage 1 first, we bend the knees, we bring the heels towards the buttocks. Soft, smooth inhalation, relax the forehead, Soft, smooth exhalation. Coming now to stage 2. Keeping the knees bent. We're moving the legs and the kneecaps, so we're going towards the sky, and the toes are pointing down towards the floor. So it's like an upside down Vajrasana. Soft, smooth inhalation. Soft, smooth exhalation. Keep pushing the front thighs back, the buttocks forward, and then straightening the legs, and now finding Sarvangasana. Soft, smooth inhalation. Soft, smooth exhalation. Relax the jaw, the cheeks. Don't let the eyeballs bulge forward with effort. Release them backwards. Now looking at the legs. Charge the legs, like when you're pushing the legs into a 60 degrees or a 30 degrees. I really want you to push as if there was a great weight on your feet, and you're trying to push it up to the sky and feel that lengtheningness come to the legs. Don't let the legs shorten back on you with gravity. Keep lengthening them up to the sky. Feel the length at the backs of the legs, from the heels to the buttocks. Connect the heels to the buttocks, and now push the front thighs to the thigh bone and feel the broadness come to the backs of the thighs. And now squeeze the knees and push the shin bone to the backs of the calves and feel the calves dividing in two and broadening. Now push that up the length of the legs again. Feel this new vitality, a new space being held here. Now see if you can get your hands higher up your back, closer to the ground. Relax the face completely. Soft, smooth inhalation. Soft, smooth exhalation. Keep checking with the length of the legs, with the broadness of the legs. Keep pacifying the face, all of the senses of perception, softening the eyes, the ears, the lips, but the legs rising up. And 3, and 2, and 1. Slowly lowering to stage 2, bending the knees, buttocks forward, front thighs back, kneecaps to the sky. And then bringing the knees down, stage 1, relax the front throat, the face, the ears. And then straightening the legs, feet to the floor behind us, preparing for Halasana. Stretch the arms straight, interlock the fingers, and roll each shoulder back. Push into the feet. Soft, smooth inhalation. Soft, smooth exhalation. Keep rolling the front shoulders back, trying to vibrantly press the arms down into the blankets. And as we press the arms down into the blankets, we can better find our back ribs and our shoulder blades and get them to press in and up, bringing length to the spine, length and alertness to the back body, and broadness. Keep relaxing the tongue, the throat, drawing the outer ears in towards each other, the brain passive, quiet. And now changing the interlock of the fingers behind the back and re-rolling each shoulder back, pressing the arms down vibrantly. Lengthen the arms and density as you press them down in order to find the back body, to press the back ribs, the shoulder blades in and up. Soften the throat. Relax the forehead. Finding length from the right hip to the right shoulder. Length from the left hip to the left shoulder. And now broadness in the back. Soft, smooth inhalation. Soft, smooth exhalation. Keep pushing the front thighs upwards towards the thigh bones. Feel the backs of the legs long. And also feel the backs of the legs broadening in that length. Relax the forehead, the eyeballs. Soft, smooth inhalation, soft, smooth exhalation. And now releasing the interlock of the fingers. And we're taking the strap off the arms, allowing the knees to bend. And gently, one vertebrae at a time, with control, unrolling out and moving ourselves immediately backwards. The inner knees resting against each other. The arms extended to the side. Broadness in the side ribs. The abdomen receding, pulling towards the lower back. Soft, smooth inhalation. Soft, smooth exhalation. And now moving back even more. So the lower back is on the mat. You can just kind of push your blankets away like this. Lifting the feet off the mat. Supine Yoga Mudasans, Gomukhasans 3. Crossing the left knee over the right. Lifting ourselves up and holding the outer ankles. Pushing through the balls of the feet and broadening. Moving the feet away from the outside edges of the thighs, evening them out. And then resting back down and drawing the outer ankles towards us. A stream of soft inhalations and soft exhalations. Nothing forceful, just a slow and steady stream, bringing the feet closer, pacifying the abdomen. And then uncrossing in order to change crosses, so right knee comes over the left. We're lifting up, taking hold of the outer ankles, broadening the balls of the feet, and then adjusting the feet so that when we lie down, we can see them from left to right. Having a soft, smooth inhalation and a soft, smooth exhalation. Relax the front shoulders, relax the sides of the throat. Relax the face. A stream of smooth and even breath. Diffusing that breath evenly. And then releasing and coming to Dviparasuttapavaramuktasana. So checking that the inner feet are lined up, mindfully placing the inner knees against each other, interlocking the fingers, relaxing the front shoulders back. Deep, soft, smooth inhalation. Deep, soft, smooth exhalation. With the inhale, feel the length coming to the front spine. The abdominal cavity, the belly button, the sternum plate. And with the exhale, feel the broadness coming. The right abdomen going to the right, the left to the left. The right ribs to the right, the left ribs to the left. The center of the sternum plate skin broadening. The eyeballs looking inwards towards the back of the skull. Soft, smooth inhalation. Soft, smooth exhalation. And then slowly bringing the feet back to the floor. And from here we're rolling over to the right hand side and pushing ourselves back up. And it is now time for that time of Viparita Karani, our inverted Shavasana, where we move into a state of non-effort,
of receivingness in every possible way, of complete pacification. So I like to use this over my eyes and ears, and coming in, adjusting as needed. Spreading the feet apart a little bit and manually rolling the thighs open so that the groins can relax, so that the organs of excretion and the sexual organs can completely pacify. And when we successfully release the legs and the groins and those first organs, then the pacification process of the abdomen will be that much deeper. So of course we'll be rolling the shoulders back and extending the arms to the side so that there's broadness in the ribs. But I'm just going to place my little pratyaharic blanket here, so helping my eyes to turn inwards, my ears to be drawn inwards. And then extending the arms diagonally away, rolling each front shoulder back, feeling the arms turning, opening, broadening, lengthening. So there'll be no effort with the breath here whatsoever. Just a complete surrender. The breath coming naturally to you. The breath a gift. And receiving the breath as one would receive a gift. And entering Viparita Karani.
from this place of peacefulness, gently folding the palms together in front of the chest, and ending with our loving kindness meditation. Loka samastaha sukhinho bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Then softly releasing the palms, hands onto the ground. Bending the knees, the feet sliding down the wall as we move ourselves back to connect the lower spine, the tailbone to the earth. Soft, smooth inhalation. Soft, pacifying exhalation. The abdomen receding towards the lower back. And then rolling over to the right hand side of the body. And then using the hands to push ourselves back up. And coming to take a final seat in Vajrasana where we started. Having a soft, smooth inhale, a soft, quiet exhale. Taking note of what's being felt right now. And then finally, the eyelids opening. And here we are, back. Our practice is complete. I hope that you really enjoyed that exploration of length and broadness. So just adding in those verbal cues, that growing awareness as you practice, along with all the other richness of details that we're learning to bring in and stay aware of. This multi-sensory intelligence igniting with every practice. Namaste. Be well. I look forward to practicing again together soon.